everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. In today's video I'm going to be sharing my completed pages for the month of September. It feels like ages since I've done a video and it's pretty much been a month now since I last filmed, because the more recent videos I filmed were my completed pages haul and what's in my colouring bag video for this month. So I'm out of practice, but I'm really excited to get back into filming the content for you for October. I do just want to mention that from now I am going to be putting a schedule of my videos in the description of all of my videos so that you can see which ones are upcoming. It may be that I add to it as the month goes on, because there may be certain videos that I decide to just put in. And also that they are generally at 4 PM UK time. I can't guarantee that it's always going to be 4 PM UK time. Like this video that you'll be seeing today, I wasn't able to film it any earlier, so that's why it's a little bit later. But generally you can expect one on the 1st, the 4th and the 8th of every month for the completed pages haul and what's in my colouring bag videos, and then on some Wednesdays and Saturdays, and again that will be specified in the schedule for you. So the only other thing to note is that I do have a real-time tutorial on how I use Fineliners in my colouring books coming sometime mid-October. Initially I was going to put it in September, but it ended up being really close to today, and also I realised I hadn't actually uploaded it. I had only filmed it, so it wasn't ready to go up either. So I hope that's all right. I know quite a few of you were requesting that. And I also just want to say thank you so much for all of your support over the last month. I have gained so many lovely new subscribers. As always, I really appreciate it. All of your comments, they really do mean the world. I'm sorry that I can't get back to them as quickly as I would like to, but I'm trying my best and I do read every single one and I will reply at some point. So yeah, thank you for that. So let's get into the video. So the first book that I want to share with you is a new one that I got actually in September. This is In un batter Dali. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. This was a book that was gifted to me by my lovely friend Valentina from Universe Art. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, please do. She is a gorgeous Italian colorist and we are really good colouring friends, and I'm so blessed to have her as a friend. And she sent me this book, and I believe it translates to Birdtopia, which is by Daisy Fletcher. So Daisy Fletcher has also done other books, so I think her style is pretty much the same across all of her books. So if you like this sort of style, I definitely recommend going and checking her out. So yeah, Valentina wanted to send me something that was specific to Italy, and I'm so excited to have this now because I believe it's the only actual Italian book that I have. Obviously I know of other Italian illustrators like Fabiano Attanasio, but I have the English edition of her book Peter Pan. So this is very special and I know it's from her now always. So the picture I've completed is actually for review, and this will be a review video that's coming out in October, and I don't want to say too much about the products just because I am planning on you know, talking more about them in that video. But yeah, I was testing out some watercolour pencils and colour pencils that I was sent very kindly. The only thing I haven't done is put white gel pen accents on, so I don't really mind too much about that. I will go back though and add the white gel pen onto this bird, but I'm really pleased with how this one turned out. If you know me, you know that I don't really use mixed media in my colouring books because I'm more comfortable with using pencil, and that's generally the media that I use. I do use soft pastel and backgrounds. I have been a bit broader in terms of what I use now. You know, I use paints to accent, ink and stuff like that. So I am kind of getting out of my comfort zone a bit, and this was definitely no exception. I did a watercolour base for everything, and these were watercolour pencils, so they're a little bit easier to control, at least for me. And then I went over with pencil, and I'm really pleased with the result. And this book, I'm not sure if you can see, but this book has cream backgrounds, and then the actual things that you colour are white. So it means that everything really stands out, I think, with that cream background. It looks lovely, kind of vintage look. I really, really like it. And you do get some kind of half coloured pages in here to give you an idea of what to, what to colour them. I love that hummingbird, that's gorgeous. So yeah, there are loads in here that I really like. I love this poppy one as well. So yeah, this is the one that I did. And I did use a Caran d'Ache blender pencil. I've got it here if you haven't seen them before. These are the pencil blenders that used to be the full stick blenders, and now this is what they look like, and I love them. And the pencils reacted really well. So this one didn't take me too long, but I really wanted to do a picture in here. Firstly, just to show my appreciation to Valentina, and also for the review, because I thought it would be a nice kind of quick one to do for the review, but also, I was testing out some of the different colours and techniques. I tried a kind of fur technique, I'm not sure if you can see, for the bird there. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's a 72 set of pencils, so also I was kind of playing around with different colours that I could use. So yeah, that's that one. Really, really happy with how that one turned out, and I can't wait to do more in there soon. I have a couple of new books that I really want to get around to in the next couple of months, so I'll see how quickly I manage to do another page in it, but I really like that one. So, and thank you, Valentina, again, thank you so much. So, we then have Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford, and this was a buddy colour with the lovely Effie colours. I love doing buddy colours with Effie. I mean, I love doing buddy colours with everyone, and we try to get around to doing quite a few as regularly as possible if we can. And I said to her, feel free to choose a couple of options for pages, and I am so glad that she picked one of these, this one actually, for one of her options, because I liked all of the ones she picked, and I thought this one would fit really well with her colour along that she had. It was S for September, so there's sweets and things here. And also just because it's a really cute page, and I wanted to get back to this book because the only other one I've done is this one, which I did quite recently actually, and I've also done the title page. Still haven't, sorry, the nameplate page, I still haven't put my name in there, but this one was so much fun to do. And what I tried to do was to do a Battenberg background. You might have heard of those. They're a cake that has different sponge. So it has the pink sponge and the yellow sponge, and then it's wrapped in a kind of layer of marzipan. It's delicious. It's got jam in the middle as well, in between the cakes. And so what I did was I got a grey fine liner because I didn't want a stark black grey, a stark black pen. I wanted the grey so that it would come across as being a bit lighter and kind of fade into the background. The lighting doesn't really show it up very well, but the background is there. And originally I did a really dark blended background, and I didn't really like how it turned out because I knew that if I stuck with that background it would then just make the objects not really pop out of the page like I wanted them to. So I decided to scrap that and start again and just do a light layer of pencil. I blended it all with Zest It Blend, and I'm much happier with how it's turned out now because it's a flat background with the different objects. So this was entirely Prismacolor. I've just been using Prismacolor in this book, and I think that's what I will continue to do. This page also prompted me to replace my Jelly Roll Glaze pen because it pretty much ran out. I had a couple and they didn't work very well. So you can see it's worked really well on some of the areas and not so well on some of the others, but that's all right. So in terms of embellishments, it was just that and my Arteza white gel pen. Use that so much. I love it. I need to get some more of those actually because I only got a 3 set when I originally bought them. And I also went in with a few metallic gel pens. So these are the Uniball gel pens. So I've got a bronze there and various other colours. I've just done lots of pointillism techniques. And also, kind of following on from what I was saying about my fine liner tutorial that's coming up, I used my technique where I put the fine liner over the pencil. So I did a pointillism technique on these sweets to make them look like those raspberries. I've never had them because I think they're licorice, that are like sweets, and they've kind of got a texture like that. So yes, I very much enjoyed doing this. Effie's picture was absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's got such a cool pop art effect. If I remember, I will insert the picture for you here. So yeah, that was such fun to do, and I think hopefully we'll be doing another buddy colour soon. Generally we do them quite often, and I am a bit slower, so that's probably why we don't get around to as many as we could. But yeah, I just loved doing this one, and I can't wait to do the next. So that's from Worlds of Wonder. I then have 2 completed pages from 2 Rita Berman books. So I ended up only completing 4 pages this month, but honestly that was good for me. I mean, when I say I really didn't colour like over the past week, I didn't. I think I probably managed to colour for a tiny bit maybe on Monday. It's currently Friday the 1st, and over the past couple of weeks I haven't really completed any pages apart from the Birdtopia one. So yeah, it's been a bit slow going the last couple of weeks, but obviously that's just down to being busy at college. So I'm just happy that I managed to complete 4 pages, and that's kind of my my goal anyway for the month, so I'm happy with that. And these were, well, these 2 that I'm about to show you were whips from last month, so again that kind of factored in to the fact that I managed to complete 4. So this one is Dvault under de Lupe Zulande by Rita Berman. As I said, the one I completed was this one. So this was actually a whip from July. I had just done the background, some of the leaves, some of the berries, and I think, I can't remember actually how much I'd done in August, but I know I had quite a lot to do. Oh, I'd done the rose and the strawberries I think as well. But I had quite a lot left to do, and I just decided one afternoon, well, it hopefully shouldn't take me too long, but I still wanted to enjoy the process because I love colouring in her books and I don't want to rush colouring them, because I feel like I did do that a little bit in my first copy of this. So I just used Black Widow pencils. I did use a couple of luminance pencils, including on these kind of leaves here. I used the gorgeous aubergine colour that I have. And then embellishments, again we have Arteza white gel pen, the gold Jelly Roll metallic. I absolutely love that, it's one of my favourites. I used it on the strawberries, the dots on these leaves here. I tried to do as much variation as I could in colour, just so that, you know, it wasn't all green, because I could have easily done these green and these green, and I just didn't want green, you know, I wanted some other colours in there. So yeah, I tried to pull the berry colour that I had and kind of vary it. So, you know, I've got the more red for the strawberries, the pink for the flowers, that sort of thing. And the other embellishments I used were my Calero Stardust paints. So I got this a while ago and I absolutely love it. It's a clear glittery paint. And I used it on these. I tried to make them look like cowslips, and then I also put it in the middles of these flowers, and then I also used Jelly Roll glaze for those. So as I've mentioned before, the Stardust paint doesn't rub and transfer over to the other side, but it still gives a really nice glittery, shimmery effect. So you don't have the same issue like you would with Wink of Stella pens. Or the brushes I should say, because that's also a clear glitter, unlike gel pen, but they transfer over, whereas once this paint's dry it's set. So I personally really like that, and that's why I'm using it for all my glitter accents currently. So yeah, that's that one. Really happy to have that one done. And I very much enjoyed doing it. And then we have Minorized Europa, which is Reese Berman's brand new book. And this was a whip from last month. So initially, I was just doing this side and I didn't really have that much more to do on this side coming into September, but I decided that it would work really well as a double spread and using the same colours. So what I decided to do was bring over all the colours that I'd used on this page so far and yeah, transfer them over and see what I could do. So it took a lot longer, clearly, because it's a double spread and I rarely do double spreads, as you know. So it was definitely challenging, but I loved every minute of it, and it took me a while. I think I must have been working on this for, in total, probably about 3 weeks on and off, but I couldn't be happier with it. I'm so chuffed. And I put a reel up actually on my Instagram. I haven't really done reels before, so that was fun, and it was a fun way to share a picture as well, especially because this is probably one of the pages I'm most proud of from this year. So my favourite bit about it is this background, and I did get a couple of questions about it. I am planning on doing a background video this month. I should really add that to my list. I thought I had. Sorry, bear with me a minute. I'm just going to add that onto my list. Because I did have a couple of questions about it, and I did say that I would do a video and I've completely forgotten. So yes, that is on my list. I will get to that because we're in the autumn season as well, so it fits perfectly. That was kind of why I chose to do this picture in the first place, because it was autumnal. So yeah, this background is actually really simple to do. I used Black Widow pencils, but you could translate it to any set of pencils that you have. So yeah, solely Black Widow pencils with a few luminance. I think I used like 1 or 2. Maybe I didn't. Oh no, I did. I have a really nice blue colour that I used for it. I used Zesta Blend a lot for the background as well. And then accents again, Arteza White Gel Pen, Jelly Roll Glaze, the clear Jelly Roll Glaze, and the gold metallic in a tiny amount of places. Up here on the pigeon's hat there, you might not be able to see, but that was the other fun thing with this. I couldn't really tell from not colouring these exactly what these birds were meant to be, because without obviously how I've coloured them now, you could have coloured them in whatever colours you wanted, but then because it is a London scene, me and my mum were thinking, oh yeah, they're pigeons, so I ended up colouring them as realistically as possible, and surprisingly I had a lot of fun colouring them. I don't really like pigeons, so I didn't think I would enjoy colouring them too much, because in real life, yeah, I don't really like them, but in this book I really like them. So I tried to do some blue undertones on the feathers a bit, just so that it wasn't all grey, and then I've got the standard kind of purpley you know, dark green bellies there, added some pink. So I'm really tough with those. So it was quite a long process because I was transferring what I'd already done here onto the other side, but yeah. I also just wanted to mention regarding this page that the lovely Lisa from @PastelWitch on Instagram did a version of my page of this side, and I could not believe it. She tagged me in her picture and it was absolutely amazing. Again, if I remember, I will insert her picture here for you. I couldn't believe it though, to see my picture recreated. It really does mean so much. In the past, when I've done my Clara Markova colour along, I was emailed some pictures and saw them on Instagram as well, and I'm just blown away that people want to you know, try and recreate my colouring, because there are so many gorgeous colourists out there, and honestly it really does astound me. But thank you so much, Lisa. I loved seeing it, and I thought that your colouring was beautiful, and yeah, I just wanted to share that about this page. I'm just really thrilled with it, and I can't wait to do another picture in here. If nothing else, I would just like to do at least one more page in here before the end of the year. This is definitely my favourite book of hers. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I really do. I could imagine colouring all of these pages. I might do one of these pictures for kind of winter, autumn time. That would go really well, because there aren't really any Christmassy pages in this book, but these are more winter pages, so I think that would work quite well. So we'll see, maybe I'll get around to doing one of those, or you know, I might get around to doing more, which would be fantastic. I'd love to. But definitely October, I've got a couple of autumnal pages I have to do, and also there are some new books that I want to work in. So I'm very, very happy that I have coloured in this, and again, thank you so much, Rita, for sending it to me. I can't wait to get the postcards. I'm very much looking forward to that. And what I'll do is probably colour the postcards along with the book. So if there's a picture in here that's also a postcard, I'll colour both of them at the same time. So yeah, that's that one. So I've got a whip that I'm currently working on to show you, which is more than halfway finished. So it's a new one as well. So I'm really glad I've managed to at least do that. So this is from Mythographic Frozen Fantasies by Fabiano Attanasio. And the one I'm working on is this one. Now, you might not be able to see, it is quite hard to see, but I have done pretty much everything apart from this kind of floating island up here and the polar bear and the girl. I have almost finished these kind of iceberg areas down here. Now, the lighting really isn't picking it up. I'm not sure if it's worth me just moving it. Yeah, that really hasn't made a difference. In person it's a lot darker, but I have actually coloured these iceberg bits in blues and then purples for the underneath. It is very hard to see, so at the moment it kind of looks like I haven't coloured it, but I'm hoping to finish this in October definitely. And this was the picture that I really wanted to do, so it was in my what's in my colouring bag for September, and I'm very pleased that I have stuck to that and I have at least started it. So I've just got to kind of finish the technique that I'm doing with my white ink and gel pens for these glacier bits. You can kind of see there. I haven't finished it up here, as I said. And then yeah, I've just got to finish the lantern and the girl and the polar bear and the island. So all of these iceberg bits, icicles up here, I have also coloured. It's very, very hard to see. I've used blues and pinks and cream to add shadows, along with some greys as well. I will have to see when I show this, once it's finished, if I can get some better lighting, because at the moment you really, really can't see all of the colouring, and I've spent quite a while on this. So yeah, I've tried to white out all of the objects as well that I feel don't really go with the page, and actually that hasn't been too difficult. I've been using my PH Martin's ink, got it here, this, and it's been working well, so I'm hoping to continue with that. The only other thing, oh yeah, I added this swell in the background, not as Northern Lights, but along that same idea. So it was a base of Jane Davenport sparkly palette pastels, and then I used the new gel pens that Sue sent me from her friend, the neon green, well these are actually the pastel ones, the neon and the pink, just to add some nice embellishments, and then the white gel pen as well. So I'm really, really pleased with that. It's a really cool effect. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish that one. So the tutorial actually that you will see, sorry if you can hear the phone, the tutorial that you will see in October is how I've coloured these flowers. So I've actually used Fineliner as a base for all of these, and I've used Fineliner 3 different ways, so you will see how I coloured them. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that video when it comes out. So that's that one. So that will definitely be finished by the end of October. I will be really annoyed with myself if it's not done, because that's the one I'm currently working on. So I'm aiming to finish that before I start any new pages. And then I did not do very well with a couple of pictures that I was hoping to do more in. The first one, as you probably guessed, is from Fragile Worlds by Kirby Rosanne's. This is a buddy colour with Valentina, and she started her page and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I haven't really done much more in it apart from basing the sky, and it's so light you really won't be able to see it, so there's kind of no point me sharing it with you. But again, this is one of my priorities for this month. I feel like I've said that for the past couple of months as well, but this genuinely is one that I want to spend time on. I think part of it is that my gel pen is running out, and so I can't really carry on with the sky because it will just take me such a long time with the gel pens not being as opaque as they were over there. So yeah, I think what I'm going to hopefully try and do is finish the sky and do the rocks. I know I said that last month and probably the month before, but it's just been crazy. I need to do a colour and chat at some point and just, you know, update you on what's been going on. So yes, that is that page that I'm hoping to continue. Valentina and I don't really have a deadline with our buddy colour, which I think both of us quite like, because it just means we're not pressured into, you know, rushing to finish it, because I think for both of us this is a very overwhelming page. Like her, I don't really do many double page spreads, so it is a challenging one. And then the other page I didn't get around to doing any more of was my double spread in Ivy and Inky Butterfly. This has been a much slower project than the last. If you have been watching me for a while, you know that I finished my first copy in a year, and that's just not realistic. This has already taken me a year and a half to get this far, so I am working through it in order. Yeah, it's just taking a very long time, but I don't mind that because, you know, I want to do my best work in it, and I just haven't felt like working in it, and that's all right. We have that with books sometimes, and I will always love this book. It's just at this current time I don't want to work on this page, partly because I had other things just to do. And also my priority is actually the travelling Ivy and the Inky Butterfly spread that I have, that I was sent to do. So I want to do that first before I continue with this. So that's my Joanna Basford illustration priority for this month. If I can get at least one done, that would be great, but ideally I would like to get both of them done so I can send them back. So yeah, the background on this you can barely see. I know I said that last month. I've done it with pastel. Again, I need to try and see how I can change the lighting so that you can see it a little bit more clearly. But yeah, that's that one, and that's everything that I have to share with you. So not bad for me. 4 pages, especially with a really, really busy schedule that I need to update you about, and just yeah, tell you what's been going on really, because it's been so lovely. I've had messages asking how I've been, and you know, how's college, and it's a new venture. It's definitely very, very busy, and it will only get busier, but I'm embracing it. I am loving it, and it's just a case of trying to find those small bits of time to just colour, because there have been days where I just haven't had any time, and you know, even just 10 minutes a day would really make a difference. It's just, yeah, some days I either am so tired that, you know, we may sit down to watch something and I just don't have the energy to colour. So sometimes I'll just look through my books for a bit, and sometimes I don't have any time at all. And some days I do get that small time, which is great. So yeah, it's just been very busy. Basically my whole week is timetabled. So yeah, I will update you more about it as and when I have time to do a video. Obviously that's partly why I'm trying to schedule my videos now, just so that it is a lot clearer for me in terms of my goals for videos for the month, so that I just don't leave you hanging for a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's all from me. Sorry, I'm rambling now. It's been so long since I've done a video. As I said, I really am out of practice, but I hope you enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching. I so appreciate it. It really means the world. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.